Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Arakan Times Weekly English News. Today is the 24th of March 2018 and I am your sister Abir Anwar. Heavily equipped naval ships noticed in shores of Butidong by Arakan Times correspondent 14 March 2018. Butidong, 5 new heavily equipped Burmese naval ships along with suspicious groups of unknown MOGs were seen at the shore of Butidong Township on 13 March 2018, reported by eyewitness. Since early morning, one after another heavily equipped naval ships were noticed at the shore called Mayarkul Butidong Township. Along with heavy equipment, new and unknown groups of suspicious MOGs, which are also known as Rakans, were also seen on each naval ship. Heavy equipment and new group of MOGs indicate towards further unrest in the region and few remaining Rohingyas fears for more intense genocide operation in the coming days. Before every attack that were planned to drive us out, these type of indications existed, so I think it's not a new strategy against the remaining Rohingya to wipe them from their own soil, explains an elderly who witnessed state-sponsored violence in 2012 and later in 2016 and 2017 as well. Deploying mass armed forces and illegally setting MOGs from the other parts is also another old and effective genocidal tool used since the military rule. Zero Line. Rohingya demands safe return to their original soil by Arakan Times correspondent 19th of March 2018. At around 10 a.m., a joint team of journalists from different news agencies arrived at the zero point and started interviewing Rohingya living in lingering conditions across the wired fence. In the joint interview, Rohingya in that area were asked different questions, starting from their living condition to repatriation deal in camps. In answer regarding living condition, one of the community representatives explained, "We are already suffering and coming monsoon rain will add worse situation in this ongoing catastrophe." In their next question about returning to camps built by the Burmese government, he added, "We will never go back to those camps built by bulldozing our existence. We will only return if our own land were granted back to us, along with citizenship right, as Rohingya and not as Bengali." Later he further added, "We want a safe return with all our rights granted in our soil, and we do not intend to enter Bangladesh because that is not our country. Only Arakan is our land, and we do not wish to go any foreign land." Nearly 7,000 Rohingyas are lingering in this no man's land and are in need of immediate humanitarian aids. Coming monsoon poses a big threat for those innocents, and they are looking forward to international support to counter this coming worsening situation. Landslide left one Rohingya dead and another critically injured. By Arakan Times correspondent 23rd March 2018. Cox's Bazar, landslide in makeshift camp in Cox's Bazar killed a boy and injured another Rohingya girl on 23rd March 2018, reported from locals from the area. At around 11:05 a.m., landslide in Block DD area struck in layers of mud and underage boy died immediately. He was identified to be Hussein Johar, son of Abdul Nabi 8. In the same landslide incident, another Rohingya girl was injured critically and is treated in MSF hospital right now. Victim is identified to be Salma, daughter of Rahmatullah 9. As we get closer to the cyclone and monsoon seasons, what is already a dire humanitarian situation risk becoming a catastrophe, said Oliver White, Senior Policy Advisor for Forced Migration at UNICEF Australia. Hundreds of thousands of children are living in a horrific condition, and they will face an even greater risk of disease, flooding, landslides, and further displacement. The first of Bangladesh's 2 cyclone seasons begins in March, while the monsoon rains typically start in June. Last May, Cyclone Mora destroyed 20,000 shelters in the Rohingya refugee camps, as well as damaging wells, toilets, and roads. Heavy rain will threaten the makeshift shelters where Rohingya families are living. Most of them are new campsites have been built on and around the hillsides of former wildlife reserve. And we can see initiation of landslide with today's heartbreaking landslide incidents. We have no intention of hiding anything. Burma rebuilding in Mangda. We want to live peacefully like other communities in Myanmar. We don't need to be discriminated against. 51-year-old Dilmobil shouted from across barbed wire fencing in the no man's land area between Myanmar and Bangladesh. However, this is no simple task, especially in violence-stricken Mangda in Myanmar's northern Rakhine state. More than after a year, militant attacks in Rakhine state led to government crackdown, which saw more than 700,000 Rohingya Muslims fleeing to neighboring Bangladesh, northern Rakhine remains under tight security, with only authorized personnel allowed to travel there. The United Nations on Friday, March 16, launched an appeal for nearly $1 billion to care for Rohingya refugees in Bangladesh, while also emphasizing that efforts should be continued to secure their safe return to Myanmar. However, during a media trip to the area, Mangda District Deputy Commissioner Ye Hyut refuted UN accusation that the government had carried out ethnic cleansing in the region. "We have no intention of hiding anything, and that's why we invited the media into the area," he said. The media trip came days after Amnesty International said Myanmar was building security structures on top of razed Rohingya villages, casting doubt on the country's plan to repatriate refugees. When Channel News Asia visited the area, various parts of Mangda were turned into massive construction sites scattered with heavy machinery. Bulldozers and excavators could be seen leveling the ground, while workers were seen paving newly constructed roads and erecting new structures. One Rohingya who had not fled Mangda told Channel News Asia he suspected officials were covering up evidence of deaths. He did not know the intention of clearing out some village, but said that there were no old structures left. "It was just plain land now. As they bulldozed the area, I think they are possibly clearing some of the deaths." The remnant of razed villages with charred ground, burnt household belongings, and blackened bamboo door frames could be seen in the area. Thank you for watching Arakan Times Weekly English News. For more videos, like and subscribe.